What's going on, guys? Yeah, we are growing, guys. The subscriber count is growing, and thank you. You guys are awesome. Uh, yeah, I'm kind of making this video pretty quick. It's mainly talking about Ripple on how I feel a lot of people are just flip-flopping their coins around. It's kind of a dangerous game. You got to think about it in this perspective. What other investment has performed better than Bitcoin? Not real estate. I mean, you gotta be patient. You know, a lot of people just want to become rich really quick without the journey. You know, to be rich, you have to have a journey. You have to have a story. You can't just all of a sudden just become rich unless you play the lotto. But even then, it took time for those people who play the lotto to become rich. It took a lot of failure and a lot of time, a lot of investment, if you want to look at it that way, uh, to become rich. And that's with anything, you know, flip-flopping around to buy these coins, these altcoins, is pretty risky. It's really risky. I see a lot of people buying Ripple, and I see the hype now about Ripple. You see everywhere, everyone wants to buy Ripple. Everyone's hyping everyone else up about Ripple. I'm not here to tell you not to buy Ripple. That is your money. If you want to buy Ripple, that's fine. That is on you. I'm just here to make you guys do your own research and maybe think about it in a different perspective a little bit. Um, yeah, you gotta look at it like this. 6 months ago, how come no one was talking about Ripple and how great Ripple was 6 months ago? When it was cheap, if anything, everybody should have been talking about Ripple then. It should have been everywhere. It should have been plastered on billboards. If it was 5 cents for one Ripple, everyone should have wanted to grab a piece of it. Why now is becoming a thing that people wanted? I feel there's going to be a massive correction with Ripple. You could just look on Poloniex, do an all-time view, so you can see the whole history of Ripple. And you can see it's just a massive spike. It's not even a spike, it's a dagger. It's that sharp. You might really want to think about how you're going to play this game. Like I said, Bitcoin is reliable. It has time. It has something behind it. It has a belief system, and it has value that people follow, people want. The reason why I came to Bitcoin is I seen what was going on in the everyday financial system, and I didn't want any part of it. The whole banking system wasn't for me. I realized it, and you can call me an anarchist. I definitely feel I am one, but I felt it's just not for me. It wasn't for me. I feel like I'm pretty much being ripped off. You know, I put my hard-earned money into a banking system, right? Okay, and I was told when I was younger that I would get money given back to me, a certain little percentage, if I leave it in there. Well, that's not the case anymore. And I feel a lot of people are holding on to those morals, thinking that they're going to become rich by saving their money in a bank. And actually, the bank is making bazoo money off of you putting your money into it. And if something goes wrong, they can just hold your money. They can just take it, and that's not, once you deposit that money in a bank, it's no longer your money. I just didn't like those concepts. So once I discovered Bitcoin, I knew it was an instinct. I knew I had to be a part of this. It wasn't like there was something I had to think about, sleep it over. You know, I did hear about Bitcoin way before I was really put on to Bitcoin. I heard about it. I thought it was just a Ponzi scheme or just some little scam. I didn't get the information that I needed to understand it. But then, you know, years later, my friend brings over the CD to the deep web, and then I go through it, and then I see that people are using this thing called Bitcoin that I heard about years ago. And then that's when I really started to home in on it. And once I really researched it and found out what it really was, I already knew it was sold. I already knew that's what I want to be a part of. And ever since then, I dedicated a lot of my time for free, really, to talk about Bitcoin. So yeah, it's definitely been a crazy ride, but it has not let me down. You know, for someone like me to just flip flop and trade and do all that, that's great. Yeah, you can make some profit, but you can also take a lot of risks. Bitcoin is unpredictable, man. That is one thing I could definitely say. We could make predictions for days. We could guesstimate when this is going to happen, when that's going to happen, and we don't know. We don't know. The halving was we were all hyped. We were all celebrating. And Bitcoin decided I'm not doing nothing. And it didn't do nothing on the halving. And it started to do it when we didn't expect anything to happen. It just started boosting up in price. So yeah, you could flip flop with altcoins if you like. But like I said, Bitcoin is unpredictable. It could start skyrocketing to the moon, and you might lose out on money in reality. So yeah, guys, I definitely just want you to really think about it. You know, there wasn't that much talk about Ripple 6 months ago. So you know, it overtaking Ethereum. The thing is, I see Ethereum actually having some value other than Ripple. Ripple is just a token that really has no real use. Honestly, it doesn't really have any use. It's pre-mined and all that. I mean, it's just not. It's not unless you're just trying to make a quick buck, and that's fine. But at the same time, I see a lot of people. Someone actually told me it's not about beating the banks; it's more or less making a profit. But sometimes you gotta have some type of morals. You know, for me, I'm not. It's not my flavor at all. Uh, you know, so far I go with the history, and so far Bitcoin has not let me down. You know, I talked about Bitcoin to a lot of people, and you know, even sometimes at the very beginning when I first found out about Bitcoin, I first made my purchase, and right after that, I told people about Bitcoin. I was even kind of nervous, a little bit, and skeptical to even tell people because I wasn't even sure if this thing might just drop and these people might lose their money, and then I would look stupid. But it hasn't not let me down. And I definitely could see as I learned more about how scarce it is and how there's only 21 million, and the majority of those are people already own and are people lost. So it's the value of it is only going to go up more as time goes on. This is nothing. I definitely feel that it's definitely going to get really crazy. And a lot of people are going to miss out because they just flip flopping around with these altcoins. Some of these coins have value. I'm not gonna lie. Some of them, like Monero, cool. Yeah, it's private. Um, Ethereum has a platform for people to develop on. So I do see certain things. Like I said, I'm not promoting Ethereum or anything like that. But I do see the reason why people want to have interest in those coins. But there are some coins that just have no real actual no value. There's really nothing going on with them, but people just want to hype them up and buy them up, and then it drops down. People lose money, and they lose Bitcoin because that's money that they could have bought or had in Bitcoin, and it just slows down their process to becoming rich. It takes time, you know, it takes dedication, it takes patience. I just want to stress that out because I just don't want to see people lose a lot of their money. And I'm not saying, who knows, Ripple might go up crazy. But I mean, you really ask yourself, is that something you really see yourself holding? That's the question. Do you really see, can you go to sleep at night and not have to wake up early in the morning or late at night to check your Poloniex to make sure that everything's okay? If you could do that, if you could just go to sleep from morning to night to morning and not wake up to check, then maybe. Hey, I'm not here to tell you not to buy it. I just want to put it out there. The ransomware. Yeah, that is definitely wreaking havoc. You know, it's actually a lot worse than I actually thought it would be. You know, I figured it was just hitting a few spots, but man, that thing is taking a lot of things. But they haven't even gotten that much money. That's the sad part. You know, they got like 20-something thousand dollars of all this they're doing. But honestly, guys, don't look at it as something negative. Bitcoin is gonna, the price of Bitcoin is gonna drop. You gotta look at it in the silver lining. You gotta look at it a positive way sometimes. That's the only way you're gonna get through with holding your coins long term. You gotta look at what's the positive aspect about certain bad situations. The thing is, for this, the ransomware, people now are gonna be asking themselves, what is Bitcoin? Why are these people going out of their way to acquire this thing called Bitcoin? Let me research it. And just like how I found out about Bitcoin by researching it, sorry guys, maybe a few more people might just understand what it is and feel that the urge to want to be a part of it. You know, I didn't understand Bitcoin at first when I first heard about it way long ago. And then until it recently, well, not recently, it's been a while, but until it was brought back to me, and then I took the time to research what it was. And I feel that's what's going to happen with a lot of people. A lot of people are trying to understand what Bitcoin is. A lot of people don't really understand what it is. It's foreign to a lot of people. To us, you know, we feel like everyone should know, everyone kind of knows, but the rest of the world doesn't understand that yet. So I feel like it's giving some publicity to it. Yeah, I screwed that up. Like I said, you can see the bags under my eyes, guys. I'm tired. I've been doing so much this week. I don't have rest, man. I need to get rest. But like I said, I like getting these videos out to you guys as much as I can. You guys supporting my channel, you guys supporting cryptocurrency, so I do my best to keep my word. But yeah, guys, it's just don't get freaked out about this ransomware at all. It's actually kind of good in a way. It's bringing attention to Bitcoin that it wasn't really getting before. Now the whole world knows about Bitcoin. Before a lot of people didn't really understand what Bitcoin was, but now that it's on the computer and this thing is demanding $300 of Bitcoin or else, yeah, they're gonna start doing their research on Bitcoin. I promise you that. So yeah, it's not like Bitcoin got hacked. The day Bitcoin gets hacked, all right, then maybe we might have a little bit of fun, but nothing's happening. I feel like everyone is just gets too over scared and have shaky feet and jump ship too quickly. I've been around for so long. I got to see all the ups and downs, the lefts and rights, and all the new flavor of the month, and all the hype and all this junk that's been going on. That I kind of just blur it out now. It's like I see this ransomware, and it's just like, oh, okay. Did it hack someone's bitcoins? Did it take someone's bitcoins? Because apparently, if they're doing something to your computer where you can't access your bitcoins, that means they can't even get the bitcoins because they won't even go through all that. Think about it. Think about it for a second. They have this ability to disrupt the whole system to get your bitcoins, but they can't just hack bitcoins, the blockchain, to just steal the bitcoin. That's how strong Bitcoin is. That these people who are pretty good, I give them credit, to doing all this crazy stuff, they can't even steal Bitcoin from the blockchain. They can't. That's how strong Bitcoin is. So you gotta look at it in a different perspective. You can't get freaked out. You can't just jump ship every minute. You gotta just sit down and just realize what you have. You have something of value that people want. These guys are not hacking all these computers because they just want to make a statement. They want your bitcoins. They know the value of your bitcoins, and you just selling it off out of fear. You're giving them. You're letting them win. So don't let them win, guys. It's not that serious. It's just a testament of how good the Bitcoin blockchain really is, and how strong the community is of Bitcoin. And just don't get freaked out. Just calm down and just chill out. Man, I need sleep. I really need sleep. But all right, guys, if you can hit that like button and subscribe button, I'm going to leave it right there. If you want to watch my next video, it'll be right here. So yeah, guys, see you later.